This segment of the Mike Keith Show presented by your official grocery store of the Tennessee Volunteers. That, of course, is Food City. This is Sophie Starkey sitting with me at the table. Andy Brock and Sarah Detweiler are also with me here on the Mike Keith Show. Sophie, you are a student at the University of Tennessee, is that correct?
Yes, I'm in my junior year.
You're in your junior year, and you're originally from Knoxville, Tennessee.
I am. Home sweet home.
Home sweet home to you. And you are majoring in?
Sports communications.
Sports communication. So sports communications is an actual, not just communications, but you can major in like sports journalism.
It's a branch concentration in journalism.
That's
so
awesome.
It is. I think it's relatively new. I think my first year here as a freshman was the first year they offered it. So
what would be your long-term goal?
I would love to either pursue sideline reporting or hosting. I really honestly love talking to people. Interviewing is kind of my favorite area of broadcast.
Well, how fitting is this thing?
It's very fitting.
So what we ask, she works on the show. Are you an intern? Is that technically right?
Yes.
Okay, so Sophie is technically part of our intern group here. And so the news came out this week, as we were expecting, with the permanent opponents for Tennessee in football, and also the schedule for the next 4 years. And the permanent opponents are set in stone for just 4 years. And so Andy was very surprised that it ended up being Vanderbilt, Alabama, and Kentucky. Weren't you, Andy?
No, I think I agree with you on that.
Sarah, were you surprised?
I wasn't surprised. I just was curious to see where the others would fall if that was the case.
Were any of our texters surprised? I wonder. 865-657-1278. Honestly, just admit it now. Were you surprised? And I would love to know the rationale as to why, but were you surprised that it ended up being Kentucky, Vanderbilt, and Alabama as the three, what they call annual opponents? And again, it's just for 4 years. It could change.
I think when you maybe look at it and think of recency, if you want to have recency bias, I feel like Florida and Georgia were ones that were like, you know what, Tennessee and Florida and Georgia have had great matchups in the last few years. Kind of bummed that they're not there.
All right, so we sent Sophie out to take the pulse of her fellow University of Tennessee students about this major development with football. Because obviously, I mean, if you go to school here, this is a big deal. What the football schedule is, where you're going to be traveling. Now, what I want to know, Sophie, how did you convince students to speak with you?
It's not as easy as it sounds. There's a lot of kids that really do not want to be on camera. But
did anybody get angry with you?
A couple of them pretended that I didn't exist. There were a couple kids
that completely blew you off.
Yep, they kept going. They kept walking. There was a lot of I'm late to class, but we were in between, like, it was after a class change, so they weren't going to class.
So what did you, when you walked up, I mean, if you were approaching me to get me to stop, how do you do that?
Well, you know what ended up working was I was like, do you know Mike Keith?
No, you did not.
I'm serious. No, I have a friend that can confirm this with me because being on a show was not working.
Listen, sucking up to the host is a great idea.
No,
it's a great idea. I so admire you, but you did not do that.
I did, and they were like the voice of the Vols. They worked on the boys especially, and I was like, he wants your
Sarah,
input
you
on
don't
these
buy
things.
this, do
I'm
you?
serious.
I do. It's strategy, and I'm actually very impressed.
I mean, if she did that and it worked.
It did. Most of the kids that you're going to see.
Andy, you're not buying this, are you?
I feel like if they really knew, they would have turned around and ran the other way.
That away.
Okay.
That away. Well, so Sophie did. She did convince some students to talk, and so it's only fitting that it will be this week's Firehouse Subs Hot Takes, or Take. Well, I mean, it's takes because it's going to be more than one student. Firehouse enjoy hot and tasty subs all across Big Orange Country. By the way, we hit it this week, the Firehouse Subs jackpot. Vols finally went on fourth down, converted a fourth down, and this season when the Vols convert a fourth down, home or away, you get a free medium Firehouse sub with the purchase of any medium Firehouse sub Sunday through Tuesday after the game. It's fourth down for Firehouse subs. Pull up the deal in the Firehouse Subs app or online at participating Tennessee Firehouse Subs restaurants. See offer details in the app. That's a deal, man. a free medium Firehouse sub. You just purchase one, you get two. That's amazing. All right. So Sophie went out, and what does Ashley Farrell say we're calling this? Sophie Starkey, Students on the Street. The first question she asked, were you surprised by the choice of any of the three annual opponents? And several people do seem to have been shocked by one in particular.
I think Kentucky. Definitely Kentucky.
Kentucky, definitely Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Who would you want in place of Kentucky?
Florida, maybe. Probably Florida. Florida, that rivalry. It's been ever since the beginning of Tennessee football, really.
Tennessee actually travels to all 15 stadiums in the next 4 years. So if you had to pick a road game that you were going to travel to, which one would you go to?
I would definitely go to the Swamp against Florida. That's an atmosphere I've wanted to see, and we haven't beat them there in a long time.
I think LSU, because I want to go to Death Valley. They always talk about how it's cooler than our stadium, so I want to see it.
Probably LSU. Just that environment is always stuff that I want to be a part of.
Probably Death Valley. I think LSU would be really cool to go to. Definitely LSU.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge at night. That'd be a fun game to go to.
People are saying that LSU thinks their stadium's better than Neyland. Do you agree with that?
No, I think they're second in the conference to Neyland.
I would probably say LSU. I think I've heard very good things about their stadium. Not to say that it's comparable to Neyland, but
Yeah.
I think that would be a really good opportunity as far as going to a different school.
If you had to pick any team, a road game to go to, which one would it be?
Bama.
Yeah?
I think just like the Tennessee-Bama rivalry is like, you can't beat it.
People want to go to LSU and see a game.
Yeah, that was the genuine consensus amongst many kids. They said that apparently LSU thinks they have a better stadium and fan base
Yeah, I
than
like how you dropped
Neyland.
that in there. That was really good. Like, what's this guy going to say? LSU thinks they have a better stadium than Neyland. Do you agree? Oh, yeah. I mean, he's not going to say that.
True.
You kind of teed it up there.
Well, I wanted to see how much he wanted to defend his stadium.
Yeah. And you found a British guy wearing a green Detroit Tigers hat.
Yes, that was probably the most random find of the day. The one British person on campus I happened to find, and he was in the video, and Vanderbilt was the most surprising to him because he said they had a star-studded quarterback.
They have a star. They talk about Diego Pavia.
Yes. I had no response to that.
I noticed that. I noticed that was how that went. All right, so, and Kentucky was the talk of the three annual opponents. People thought Vanderbilt was almost automatic, except the two people Sophie talked to. Alabama was automatic to most, maybe everybody. But Kentucky did not seem to be the automatic. I had mentioned on our show last week that I thought Kentucky was automatic because Tennessee is number one for Kentucky. And that rivalry goes back so far. All three of them are teams that Tennessee has played over 100 times. So, I mean, if you're keeping rivalries, that makes a ton of sense. So, nobody here was shocked or will admit it now?
I don't think so. I did see one fan say, of course, we don't get Florida now that Tennessee's starting to look like they're playing a little bit better than Florida.
Oh, somebody thinks it's a conspiracy?
yeah, exactly. Made me laugh.
I think when you're Tennessee and you have so many rivals because you've been in the conference for so long, you want to be able to play everyone. I think the good news is, though, that you do every 2 years still. It's not like you're losing these matchups, right?
Well, no, but I mean, like next year at home, the home schedule is phenomenal. Alabama, Auburn, Kentucky, LSU, Texas. I mean, if you've just moved to Knoxville or you've moved to Tennessee and you're like, I think I want to go see college football. Oh my goodness.
Sign me up.
I mean, that ticket is, that's unreal, right?
Unreal.
Alabama, Auburn, Kentucky, LSU, and Texas. Road trips at Arkansas. How many in here have been to Fayetteville?
I have.
You have?
I was there last year.
For a game?
For Tennessee, Arkansas last year.
Oh, so you were the reason.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
That was my first time.
Yeah, we had it won, and
Well,
then Brock shows up. Okay.
Well, Fayetteville has been a challenging place to play in the past as well.
Fayetteville?
Fayetteville has. There have been a couple of really tough Arkansas teams when Tennessee's traveled there in the past that they've matched up with. So I don't think I'm the bad luck.
I don't know.
Surely not.
Excuses.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Arkansas?
I have not.
You've never been there? At South Carolina, Williams-Brice Stadium. Do they still call it that?
Yeah.
Okay.
do.
Just making sure, because all these corporate names now, so I was just checking. That place is awesome,
I've never been to that one.
especially the night thing where they do the 2001 and they take the Gamecock out in the cage and let him out and the whole
Sandstorm.
sandstorm.
yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty great atmosphere. At Vanderbilt has a new stadium, or a newer stadium. And here's the one that I'm really interested in is at Texas A&M. See the 12th man, and have you been to any of these, Sophie?
I have not.
Okay, well, you're a college student.
It's on the list. It's on the
gonna
list to go to a
happen.
couple.
So then the road trip in 2027, Alabama, Georgia. So you go to Alabama and Georgia in the same year. I think Texas is in there. We just took that down.
At
Unfortunately.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
At Alabama. At Georgia. At Missouri.
At Missouri.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's not Texas. It's Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, Missouri, and Oklahoma. Home games: Florida, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Vanderbilt. 28, home for Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky, South Carolina, and Texas A&M. At Auburn, LSU, Texas, and Vanderbilt. And then Georgia finally comes back to Knoxville in 2029. Missouri, Oklahoma, and Vanderbilt. At Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss. And then they will reassess sometime. I mean, I would guess they'll probably do it in 2028 as to what they're going to do going forward. So interesting stuff. And the students obviously had an opinion. And yeah, well, that was great, Sophie. We're going to have to get you to go do that again.
I would happily do so.
Well, good. Good.
And I'll use the same strategy. I'll say, do you know Mike
No,
Keith?
you will not.
And I will get so many
You
students.
are. She is an Eddie Haskell. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
You did-
My dad said I had a boyfriend like him. He would
That is,
say, yeah.
is it Eddie Haskell?
Yeah, he did. I'm not kidding. That's so.
I have a feeling Andy Brock may get that
that comment.
that comment
Yeah.
from fathers.
Whoa. What did I do?
Yes,
Shots
Mr.
fired.
Smith, it's wonderful to meet you.
Oh
Just trying to
my
be nice,
gosh.
right?
I know. And he was,
I really like the way you waxed your car, Mr. Smith. Yeah,
Can't be nice anymore. It's crazy.
oh, that's
you
so
can't
funny.
be too polite.
That's
Well,
so
that's a good
funny.
segment. The Firehouse Subs hot takes from the UT students. On the way to Mississippi State this weekend, we got more coming up. Quinn for the win is next. We'll see what we have for that as we talk about some good things going on in University of Tennessee athletics and get you ready for more of the Mike Keith Show delivered by Uber Eats.